Hello everyone, and welcome back to Storytime Online. My name is Laura, and we're going to have a lot of fun today. Let's get things started with our welcome song. Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends, it's time to say hello. And now it's time to do some moving and grooving, and we're going to start that off with row, row, row your boat. So we're going to get in our boats, get our oars out, get ready to paddle. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Now, as we are rowing and paddling our way down the stream, it is going to narrow and become a little creek. And as we're traveling down the creek, we may just see a little mouse. Now, the best way to talk to a mouse is to speak in the way that they speak. Do you know what sound a mouse makes? Perfect. A mouse sounds like this. Squeak! So when we are in our boats, if we see a mouse, we're going to be sure to squeak at them. Row, row, row your boat gently down the creek. If you see a little mouse, don't forget to squeak! Great squeaking, everybody. Now, as we are paddling our way to the shore, we may just run into a lion. And, or with the mouse, we're going to say hello to the lion in a way that they understand. Do you know what a lion sounds like? You've got it. Roar! Great work. All right, let's paddle our way to the shore. And if we see a lion, we're not going to forget to roar. Row, row, row your boat gently to the shore. If you see a lion there, don't forget to roar! Great job, everybody. Great roaring. And now we are going to pretend to be an animal ourselves with this song, Gray Squirrel. We are going to pretend to be lovely gray squirrels. So get your imaginary bushy tail ready. Get ready to hold a little nut between your toes and practice sprinkling up your nose. Are you ready? Gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Wrinkle up your nose, hold a nut between your toes. Gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Great job! Now, you did such a wonderful job pretending to be a squirrel that let's try being a squirrel again, but a different color this time. Why don't we pretend to be red squirrels? All right, let's do it. Red squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Red squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Wrinkle up your nose, hold a nut between your toes. Red squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Red squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Great job, everyone. Now it is time to move along to say hello to our first puppet friend of the day. Or should I say puppet friends, plural? Because in this little nest here, we have 3 little baby birdies. Hello, hello, hello. We're going to do a little rhyme with them called Here is the Nest. Here is the nest all warm inside. 3 little birds can safely hide. Here is the nest all hidden away. 3 little birds can flap and play. Here is the nest all cozy and deep. 3 little birds all fast asleep. All right, we're going to do that rhyme one more time. Here is the nest all warm inside. 3 little birds can safely hide. Here is the nest all hidden away. 3 little birds can flap and play. Here is the nest all cozy and deep. 3 little birds all fast asleep. All right, we're gonna let our little baby birdies have a nice sleep back in the puppet den while we get ready to read our story, which means it's time to sing The More We Read Together. The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. Read big books and small books and short books and tall books. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. And we're going to be very happy today as we read this beautiful book called Butterfly Park by Ellie McKay. All right. Ooh. There's a little caterpillar right there. Ooh, beautiful butterfly and some lovely flowers. Once there was a girl who was moving to a new town. This made her sad. She was going to miss the birds that sang in the morning and the crickets that sang at night. But most of all, she was going to miss the butterflies. After a long, winding trip, she and her family arrived at their new home. Instead of birds and crickets, she heard horns and trains. And then there was her house, plain and gray, like all the others. But next to it was a gate, unlike any other. The girl repeated the letters. Butterfly Park. Suddenly, she felt very lucky. The next morning, the girl couldn't wait to meet the butterflies. She set off with a plate of cookies, for it was always smart to make a good first impression. But when she opened the gate to Butterfly Park, she didn't see a butterfly anywhere. The girl waited and waited, had a cookie, and waited some more. Finally, she saw one, though it was in her neighbor's yard. The girl knocked on their door and asked a boy if he would help her catch the butterfly. He agreed and knew how to reach way up high. Together, they caught the butterfly and took it to Butterfly Park. But up, up, and away it flew over the gate. They needed more help if they were going to bring butterflies to Butterfly Park. So they knocked and knocked on all the neighbors' doors. The children were happy to help. They swung their nets and caught a few, but when they took them to Butterfly Park, up, up, and away the butterflies flew, except for one. The children wondered what the butterfly wanted when suddenly it flew away. The girls and boys dropped their nets and followed the butterfly. It took them up and down and through the town. Curiosity grew. Windows and doors began to open. Everyone was having such fun. Others joined in too. The butterfly led them along a winding path and up many twisting stairs until they reached the top. From there, they could see flowers. Yes, butterflies love flowers for their sweet nectar. At last, the girl knew what to do. Bright and early the next day, she set off for Butterfly Park again, this time with flowers. The girl waited, listening to the sounds of the busy town. There were still no butterflies. Then, when she looked through the gate, something caught her eye. It was her neighbors. They arrived with boots and gnomes and wagons. They brought trowels and dirt and shovels. They showed her that plants need roots to grow. Together, everyone planted until the park was brimming with flowers and laughter. And sure enough, in time, whoa, the butterflies came. Whoa, look at all those butterflies. The girl not only felt lucky, she also felt right at home. And there's another lovely butterfly on the back, visiting a nice plant. Yes, butterflies and other insects like bees, they all rely on the food from flowers, and that helps our flowers to grow. It's a very nice relationship. The bees and the butterflies help the flowers, and the flowers help the bees and the butterflies. All right. Now that our story is finished, we are going to warm up our fingers and get ready to do our finger rhymes. So our first finger rhyme today is called sore toe. And we are going to be using one of our hands. Pick one. You can pick your right, you can pick your left hand. Actually, you would have to pick your right and your left hand. It gets confusing sometimes. Right, left. Okay. Alrighty. This dog, little dog, has a sore toe. This little dog said, "Oh no!" This little dog said, "That's bad." This little dog cried, "How sad!" And this little dog, helpful and good, ran for the nurse as fast as he could. All right, let's try it with our other hand this time. This little dog has a sore toe. This little dog said, "Oh no!" This little dog said, "That's bad." And this little dog cried, "How sad!" And this little dog, helpful and good, ran for the nurse as fast as he could. Great job, everyone. Now, clearly I needed to do this rhyme first to help me know the difference between my left and my right hand. All right, this little rhyme is called Hands. Two little hands so clean and bright. This is my left and this is my right. Left hand, right hand, how can you tell? Look very closely. The left is an L. So that's a very helpful way to determine left hand versus right hand. Because when you make an L with your right hand, it's backwards. It doesn't work out. But when you make an L with your left hand, it's a beautiful, nice letter L. All right, let's do this one more time. Two little hands so clean and bright. This is my left and this is my right. Left hand, right hand, how can you tell? Look very closely. The left is an L. Just like the first letter in my name. How about that? All right, now our second puppet friend of the day is about to make an appearance. Now we saw a friend of our little friend here in the book we were just reading. We saw a little caterpillar who had yet to turn into a beautiful butterfly. And here we have our friend who is also a caterpillar. Hello. Hello. All right, we're going to do Lady Arabella Miller. Little Arabella Miller had a fuzzy caterpillar. First it crawled upon her mother, then upon her baby brother. They said, "Arabella Miller, put away your caterpillar." Not quite caterpillar. We're going to do the rhyme one more time. All right? Little Arabella Miller had a fuzzy caterpillar. First it crawled upon her mother, then upon her baby brother. They said, "Arabella Miller, put away your caterpillar." So our lovely caterpillar friend is going back to the puppet den. Thank you very much, caterpillar. And now it's time for us to see, yes, another puppet friend. We're going to have one helping us do the story of Bee Frog, written by Martin Waddell and illustrated by Barbara Firth. First, let's see. Oh, this story looks like it's taking place in a nice pond with some lovely lily pads. Oh, lovely, cool, fresh feeling water. Welcome to my home. Hello there, little one. This is a very lovely place to live. Why, thank you. Are you going to help us with our story? I certainly am. Wonderful. Let's do this. There once was a frog, a very small frog, named Bee Frog. Bee played all day with her sisters and brothers. They played Can't Catch Me Frog, Frog Hop, Frog Plop, and I'm Not a Frog, I'm a Dragon. Then Mom Frog called them in. "I'm Bee Frog, the dragon," Bee told Mom Frog. "Yes, Bee, that's nice," croaked Mom Frog. "I'm not nice, I'm a dragon," croaked Bee. "Yes, dear, I see," croaked Mom Frog. "I'm Bee Dragon," Bee told Dad Frog. "Be quiet, Bee," croaked Dad Frog. "I'm a very fierce dragon," croaked Bee. "So I see," said Dad Frog without looking at Bee. "I'm Bee Dragon," Bee told Grandma Frog. But Grandma Frog was fast asleep on her lily pad and she didn't hear Bee. "No one listens to me," croaked Bee Frog. "I'm hopping off," croaked Bee Frog. "I'm hopping off and I'm not coming back. Not ever, not ever." Hop, 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 hop. Bee Frog landed on a dark stone with reeds all around it. "This is good," thought Bee Frog. "I like it," thought Bee. "I love it," thought Bee. And she made dragon noises all by herself. "Rawr! Rawr! Bee Dragon, thought B. I'm Bee Dragon, the really fierce dragon, thought B. Everyone's scared of Bee Dragon, thought B. Then, I wonder if dragons get lonely, thought B. Mom and Dad Frog came looking for Bee. Bee Dragon, they croaked. Bee sat very still until they were almost beside her. And then, croak! Bee ambushed her mommy and daddy. We found you, Bee Dragon, croaked Mom and Dad Frog. I'm not really a dragon, croaked Bee. Well, croaked Mom Frog. You look like a very fierce dragon to me, said Dad Frog. I'm not, I'm your bee, croaked Bee Frog. And they all hopped off for some frog tea. Now what exactly is in frog tea, Bee? No, don't eat my earrings. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was a dragonfly. Dragonflies are in frog tea. Oh, I understand. Nope, my little earrings are they just look like dragonflies. Oh, cool. They're pretty. Thank you, Bee Frog. All right, thank you very much for helping us with our story. You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Bye. Goodbye, Bee Frog. Bee Frog is going to go have some more of that lovely frog tea with her mommy and daddy frog. Well, we get out of the bog, and it's time for us to shake our shakers for a little shaker song dance party. Oh yeah. So the first shaker song we're doing today is called Eggs Together. We shake our eggs together, we shake our eggs together, we shake our eggs together, because it's fun to do. We shake them way up high, we shake them way down low, we shake them in the middle, because it's fun to do. And it's so fun to do, we are going to do this shaker song one more time. We shake our eggs together, we shake our eggs together, we shake our eggs together, because it's fun to do. We shake them way up high, we shake them way down low, we shake them in the middle, because it's fun to do. And our second and final shaker song is Shake It. We're going to shake our shakers and do some counting. 1, 2, shake it on your shoe. 3, 4, shake it on the floor. 5, 6, stir and mix. 7, 8, stand up straight. 9, 10, wave to your friends. Let's do this song one more time. 1, 2, shake it on your shoe. 3, 4, shake it on the floor. 5, 6, stir and mix. 7, 8, stand up straight. 9, 10, wave to your friends. Big waves for everybody. Awesome. But it's time to put our shakers away, everyone, because we have reached the end of story time for today. But we will see each other again very soon. Until then, we will sing our goodbye song. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next time.